Hey friends, it's Megan, Georgia Girl Stitching here on YouTube and on Instagram. It is Sunday, March 16th, 2025, and I'm back for my next video. It's been almost exactly a month since my last one, so I'm back to the monthly, but just not at the end of the month. So we're kind of in the middle of the month here. I can't believe how fast this year is going by. Thank you so much for coming and checking me out, whether this is your first time or your 54th time. I really appreciate you being here. I hope you all are doing well. I hope you all are safe. I know this world is crazy right now, so I appreciate you coming and spending some time with me today. Spring has mostly sprung here, or it's like trying to, which has been nice. It was nice and sunny and warm yesterday. Today is humid and stormy, so just trying to take it day by day. I'll do like a bigger life update at the end. That seems to be the preferred right now. So I'll kind of jump into the stitching for now. I have an FFO, which I never have, or very rarely have. This is one that I attempted myself. This is one of my latest full finishes, and I wanted to get it up in time for Easter. So I found this frame and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna give it a shot myself. And that way I can at least have it for the season, and then I can get it professionally done another time. But at least I can have it for now. So this is what you can see my ring light there. This is my first attempt at framing. The glare is gonna be so bad because it's obviously just like normal generic glass. So I got this frame at Michael's. They're having a sale right now that these like normal frames are buy one get one free. So they're like, I forget what they were called, but it's their like nothing special frames, you know. But I really wanted this to be in a white frame, so I gave it a shot. And I feel like for the most part it's pretty straight. I'm sorry, that glare is so bad. For the most part, it's pretty straight. So, you know, it's not perfect by any means, and a professional would do it a whole lot better. But I just threw it on some sticky board and slapped it in the back. I taped the fabric to the back of the sticky board, just like very basic tape, and then put the backing back in so I can hang it up on my wall. This is my latest design that I released. It is on my Etsy and my Gumroad. It's called Risen. My Easter pattern for this year. So yeah, so I'm super happy with it. It's just gonna go up here in my craft room. So, but I love it, so I can look at it. The fabric is 40 count color and cotton dried violets, and then it's just DMC B5200. So yeah, so that's my first official FFO that I've done like some basic framing like this before, so I knew the like process, but not any, I don't think I've done one that I've kept. It was like gifts that I was trying to get done like quickly before I knew about like professional framing. So I knew kind of the basics of how to do it, but usually my dad and mom were helping me. This is one of the first times I've done it fully on my own. So yeah, I'm happy with it. And these frames are great. I got a couple of these because it's standard sizes, multiple different colors. So I got these at Michael's. All right, and then I have a couple of whips. One whip I worked on is Cottage Garden Samplings Hobbit House. I'm trying to get this done this year for my husband David's 30th birthday in December. It's gonna be a stretch, but I'm gonna try. I'm doing this on 40 count Snowy Pine by Color and Cotton, and this is where I'm at. Put on the right side of the board. There we go. I'm trying a different lighting setup today, and I think it's already working a lot better than I've done before. So I'm using mostly called for. The only change is that I'm doing the door. So the door is in browns. I'm using greens so it looks more like the movie with his green door. I got this inspiration from Brenda, Handwork Maniac, but I don't know if it's my fabric or what. She used the two greens, or she used 937, which is already in the pattern. And then she went just one number up, 936 for the darker green. The darker green does not look good on my fabric. I don't know, or like I can't see the design with the darker green. So I don't know if I maybe have a different dye lot, but I'm gonna have to figure out a different color for the other green. So I just started with the green that I know I like, that's already in the pattern. And we'll just kind of go from there. But I do love working. You can see where I had to frog. I had a lot more done, and then I realized I was off a level, so had to frog some, but it is fun to work on. Just need to work on it. So that's where that one is. And then I briefly worked on, since it's March and St. Patrick's Day and all the things, I worked on Really Good Day by Jan Hicks Creates. This is the picture of what it is charted in. I'm doing this on 40 count Glacier, and I'm doing a pretty much 100% color conversion with all of my, from overdyes from Stash. And I know a couple of people have emailed me for the conversion. I have not responded yet because I realize I'm actually making some changes. So I don't want to send you something and then that I end up not using it. So I will respond with my conversion once I have this more done. I think I'm almost there because there's just a couple more spots that would use different colors. But like I changed one since my last video. So it's coming, but here's where we're at with it. The fabric is a brighter blue than that. Even with my updated lighting, I can't fully get a good fabric color representation. It's a brighter. That's better. That's more like it, but you can see the stitching. I love it. So since the last time I added the clover, because it's March and St. Patrick's Day. So this is where we're at. It's just so bright and fun to work on, and you get these little mini finishes, and I just love it. So that's where we're at. I'm over 50% done. I just have, the next set is a bunch of words, some more flowers, and then more like designs like this. So I'm just gonna keep chugging away at it. I definitely plan to finish this year. And hopefully like maybe even the first half of the year. So fun. And then the piece that has truly taken most of my time. Right now with my schedule, I'm lucky if I get 100, if I get time to stitch at all. And then if I do have time to stitch, it's 100, like 2 strands. So I truly have not had a ton of time. So you can hear Tanky's in the room with me. I truly have not had like a ton of time to stitch. Except I did have an insane amount of time, which I'll talk about. Liberty Hill Needleworks, which is my local needlework shop, she had a stitch-in day. It's her first one, and it was literally in my neighborhood. There's a venue in our neighborhood, this is where she held it. So I was able to walk there, and it was so much fun, and I'll talk about it more at the end of the video. But I worked exclusively on this piece, and I got almost 1,000 stitches because I stitched a little bit before I went, and then I stitched more after I went. So that whole day, I got almost 1,000 stitches in. So it looks like I got a lot done, and I did, but not because of like my evening stitching. So what I'm talking about is Shores of Hawk Run Hollow. This is the original. And this is a mock-up of my conversion, all the changes that I made. And here's where it is. So this is on 40 count platinum and major color conversion, and obviously like reorientation of all the blocks. So I forgot to look. I don't know if I had finished even this block last time we chatted. So if I hadn't, here it is. I think I had, but now I'm not sure if I had. So this block is now completely done. And I love the effect of the water in the whale. Like, it really looks like the whale looks underwater. I love how that turned out. And then I started on the last block, the beast of the middle one. So I got, on the stitching day, I got the entire compass and the entire anchor in the beginning of the ship during that stitching day, which was amazing. And then I've been working on, so where it was in my Q-snap, it like cuts off like right here. So I wanted to, but this part is all done except there's like 5 more rows of water. So I'm doing 1 strand and then like going all the way up until I can get to the top of where the water is. And then I can move my Q-snap over and do, you know, this middle section. So I'll have to kind of do it in sections because I don't have a Q-snap that will fit all of this. And also will give me a good idea of like how, I think the water is like, goes up to his eye. So yeah, I've got like 4 or 5 more rows of water and then across. But it's coming. It's coming. I forgot to look at how much I have left, but the ship itself is done. The bottom of the ship. What is that called? The bottom of the boat. The actual boat part is done. And so I have the sails left, the flags, and the water. That's it. It's so close. This is it from a distance. This one, I am trying to get an average 100 stitches a day. So, if that happens, I should have this done by the beginning of May, which is so exciting. Because there's some days that, like, I can't stitch on, like, just between work, dogs, or stuff that I just, exhaustion, I don't get to stitch. So, but then, like, the next day, I might get 200 stitches in. So, it kind of averages out. And it's just so much fun. Oh, I love it so much. So this has been my main focus, and it will continue to be my main focus with little ones spurted in and out. And then that's all of my whips. I have like, it's not technically a new start because I haven't technically started it yet, but I'm starting it literally the second I end this video. So, but I wanted to get the video in case I got too distracted on this, then I didn't have time. So I am doing, 2 Martini Stitcher, Erin, is doing an amazing thing of 100 starts this year, right? Yeah, 100 starts this year. And I was watching her, she did a planning video at the end of last year of like showing all of what she's going to be starting. And I saw this while I actually haven't still finished that video. I need to, but she got to March and she showed this and I instantly fell in love with it. So I went and bought it and I've been kitting it up, and I reached out to her and I said, hey, she had said like, I'm starting on March 16th. If anyone wants to start it with me, let me know. And so I reached out. I was like, hey, by the way, I'm going to start this with you. I'm super excited. So this is Irish Blessing by Tiny Modernist. I don't know exactly. I think it came out at market last year, maybe. I don't know when it came out, but I love it. So I'm going to start it today. These are all the flosses. All these amazing greens. I struggle to find a good fabric for it because I don't like stitching on just like straight white. I'm just always nervous with like my strands pulling through or getting dirty. Like straight, like just white makes me nervous. So I was like, okay, maybe like a light green. But this is a lot of greens to have to show up on a green. I still was willing to do that, but I just could not find. I went to Liberty Hill a couple of times. I looked online. I have a lot of fabric haul to show you later, but I just could not find the right shade of green that I knew it all would pop on. But then yesterday, Liberty Hill had their day one of their market extravaganza. So like it was all set up with all of her market, and it was a big party. And so I went there for a little while yesterday and I found this fabric. And so I'm using, it's called Marshmallow Fluff from Needle Bling Designs. I believe it's one of her new fabrics for Market. Because it was in that section of the shop. So it wasn't like with her other fabrics of needle bling. It was like with her Market stuff. So it's still neutral, marshmallow fluff, but this is the fabric I'm gonna use. And I don't know if the modeling will fully come through. It's off-white and then has, like, you can kind of see some like cream modeling to it. So it's, and even comparing it to the board, you know, it's like, you can see it's not totally white. So I thought that this was really great because then there's still a little bit, it's not as white, even compared to my nails, you know, it's not as white. Tinky, Bubba. It's not as white. And I know all the colors are going to show up on it. And the model is stitched on white, and I do love that effect of how much it all pops. So this is where we're at. So this is what I'm going to be starting after this video. So Erin, I'm coming. So it's super fun. I'm really excited to work on it. I have not cut it down from the fat quarter that I got because I wanted to make sure it all fit my Q-snap because there's a ton of backstitch, like a ton. So I want to be able to fit it all in my Q-snap when I'm doing the backstitching. So yeah, so I'm excited. So plan / new start, sorta. Other plans are, I'm gonna definitely keep working on Shorts of Hawk Run, and I didn't pull it out. I forgot to pull it out, but I showed it in my last video. I'm gonna be stitching on the He Is Risen. That's from the Just Cross Stitch magazine last year, and of course keep working on Really Good Day, and then work on Irish Blessing. So those are kind of my main, pretty much everything you saw today, plus He Is Risen and Irish Blessing. Those are kind of be my focuses over the next month, kind of as springtime comes. I need to keep working on Spring Butterfly, but it's just not a focus right now, and I only have so many hours in a day. So yeah. So now I'm going to show some haul. I have 7 pieces of fabric. I have Market and I have my Liberty Hill Stitch In. I'm going to show the fabric first because it's right here, but even though these fabrics might not, I was contemplating whether or not to show fabrics. I'm like, because you can't get it right now, but I realized even one of these, even if you can't get a piece of fabric right now from these dyers, they rotate them through. So you might be able to get them another time. So that's why, you know, if you really like something, kind of write it down or keep it in the back of your mind, because sometimes they re-release fabrics as like a pre-order or, you know, as part of their line, and then you can get it then. So the first one, this is my fabric of the month from Color and Cotton, Iced Watermelon. And it is this like amazing pink red watermelon is really the perfect way to describe this. So that was March's fabric of the month from Color and Cotton. And then Color and Cotton back in January had a pre-order of a few different fabrics. So I did a pre-order back in January, and they came in the last couple of weeks. And again, these are ones that are part of their line that they occasionally would do pre-order for. So this one is Holly. Like this gorgeous green. I think this is maybe part of one of her things that she did last year around Christmas time, but Holly is a really nice green. Seaside, nice light blue. Perfect, like light denim blue. And then this one I've stitched on, and I was really excited this came back because this is one that I was hoping to be able to get more of at some point. This is Chesapeake. And I've done quite a few, I don't have anything up there on it, but I've done quite a few things in Chesapeake, and it's a great blue. White shows up beautifully on this. So big fan of Chesapeake. Actually, yeah, I should be doing this. Yeah. Oh, that's good. Let me try that with the Seaside. You can kind of see the difference between them too. And then I'll show the Holly on the white as well. Really shows it off better. And then Bestitch Me, these are all part of her normal line, but she had ready to ship that she released a couple of weeks ago, and then they came in And I've actually never tried Bestitch Me fabric. So I was really excited I have a project kitted up with Bestitch Me, but I haven't started it yet. So I haven't actually used it yet. But I've heard amazing things. I know Laura, Stitching by the Shore, always shows her fabric of the months, and they're always gorgeous. They look lovely to stitch with. So I jumped on the ready to ship, and I got 3 fabrics there. This is Luna Moth. This nice like teal greeny, almost matches my shirt actually. Yeah, Luna Moth. And these, what's nice about the ready to ships is that they I got these within like 2 weeks. Normally if you can order these like custom, and it takes like a couple months, I think. So so you can get this if you like it. And then Lotus, all of these are 40 counts, by the way. Lotus, this nice pale purple, which actually would be good for my Hues Risen. I think that white would show up well. And then of course, April Showers. Laura, what were you stitching on this? Were you stitching something on April Showers? I think you have something with April Showers. You've showed it before, and I'm like, oh my God, I need April Showers. So this is because of Laura. But look at that blue. Oh, it's so pretty. And it really is like that bright. It reminds me of Malibu from Color and Cotton that I don't have any more of. So I was happy to replace a very, very bright blue. So super fun. I love fabrics. I love hoarding them. I need more things to stitch on them. I need more time. So that's my fabric haul. And then yesterday I went to Liberty Hill Needleworks, where we did market, and she had so much. I had not pre-ordered anything. I kind of was like, I'm not immediately going to stitch anything, so I don't feel the need to pre-order right now. I wish I had one thing though, because she didn't end up having it, that I would have gotten. So, but I'm not in a rush. I'll get it another time. So what I did end up getting was I got all of the Gentle Art, not all of, I got a few of the Gentle Art's new floss colors because they're amazing. So we've got Chestnut, Key Lime, have to get Key Lime, and Cerulean. So those are the 3 new colors from Gentle Art. So pretty. Might even like incorporate them into something. I was surprised that they didn't have a color like this already. I was surprised. I was like, these are new. Like, I feel like they have something like this, but nope. So that's the new Gentle Art flosses. And then the only pattern that I got, which I've loved since I saw Steph from Just Keep Stitching stitch it from Stitch West. I've always loved this piece. And it is Snow Capped by Little Stitch Girl. I saw Steph obviously on videos stitching it, but then I saw her in person working on it at Stitch Away last year, 2024. She was working on it and was like, oh my God, I need it. So she finally released it and I love it. So I've never been to the Rocky Mountains, but I think this is gorgeous. So very nice. Like, I feel like just a good winter piece in general, even if you I don't have any connections to the Rocky Mountains, but I love it. So yeah. That's my only other pattern. The only other pattern that I want to get that was released at market, there were a lot of amazing ones. It was a good market, but is Heart and Hand Nativity with the 3 Wise Men extra. I feel like that'd be her new Tiny Town, Nativity Tiny Town. I definitely want to get that but I have until Christmas to do that. So, and then when my mom was here visiting a few weeks ago, we went to Liberty Hill. So that mom could do some shopping. And while we were there, I found these 2 things, which I'm obsessed with. This has been on my wish list for a really long time. And she was selling, all of her kits were half off. And this was in there. So I snagged it. And it is the Dimensions Kit Snow Bear Stocking. And I just think it's so cute. I was talking about, so the price half off was amazing for just the pattern. So mom and I were talking, I think I'm actually going to use my own fabric and floss for it. Because I kind of would love to change their like scarf colors to more of our colors. I have such grand plans about one day all of us having a stitched stocking. I'll probably have grandchildren by the time that happens, but it's a dream. I have mine picked out. I already own mine, and then this would be one kid's. And then David's being so picky about his. I've sent him so many, and he's no. So I'll have to work on David still, but it is it's 14 count. It's 14 count blue Aida, so I would want to change that to linen. And then I would just probably pull my own DMCs because it's mostly white. It is truly mostly white. And then red is easy, and then I would be changing the colors of the scarves. So yeah. And then I saw this needle minder, and I had to get it for so many reasons, but it says, sorry, I have plans with my dogs. Which really is, unfortunately, I love, a lot of the times it's on purpose, and then sometimes it's like, no, I can't, because I have to like take care of my dogs right now in my life. So, and it's in my color. That's my favorite color. So I had to get that. Very apropos for my current stage of life. But yeah, so that was kind of all the basic haul from Market and just in general. And then, yes, back in the end of February, Liberty Hill had her stitch-in. And it was in this great large like venue that had just a big room, a great room. And she got 150 us in there, and it was amazing. And just the amount of stuff that they gave us was incredible. We had predetermined seating, unless you had signed up with friends and you said like, I want to sit with these people, then she put those people together. Otherwise you were pre-assigned a table, which I actually loved because I did get a little bit of anxiety kind of going of like, there's always, I didn't know anyone else who was going. And so I didn't like have anyone that I knew was going to go and sit with or anything. So kind of going and like not knowing anyone is a little nerve-wracking, at first. And so when I got there and trying to do that kind of awkward, is anyone sitting here? Now it's like, no, go to table 18 and find that seat. Like, amazing. So I loved that. It took a lot of anxiety off of that. And then I had a lovely time with all the ladies that were at my table and who I was able to talk with. Throughout the day, we got, when we sat down, there was a bag sitting at our seat, and it was just filled with stuff. Like, it was just so much that this is in there, and it's a pin keep that Susan, the owner, made. She made 150 of these and put them in this little like cupcake holder, and we each got one. So really, really cute. And then I'm just gonna go through everything that's in here. I will take it out first. We got a free pattern that Susan designed, and we got all of the floss for it. And then she even made a card that had the names of all the flosses, and then we could just separate. I haven't done it yet because I'm shape, but like separate them, and she's already she wrote all those out. All of the ladies at Liberty Hill that work there are amazing. This wasn't just Susan. All of the people that work there are incredible, including Cow Stitcher. If you guys watch Flosstube, if you guys don't watch her Flosstube, you should. Cow Stitcher, Kristen. So they got all this for the free pattern. And then this bag was in there, which is so cute. And then I just put everything else in this bag. Everything was individually wrapped, so it felt like Christmas, opening up like each individual thing. Gave us needles, some tapestry needles, pin and note card, a seed packet, I guess for springtime, because this is her spring stitch-in. She's now gonna do one every season. So, some sweet seeds, little case with a threader, which luckily enough was also my favorite color. So I lucked out on that. Some lotion, Stitcher's lotion, non-greasy hydrating cream with aloe vera. And then super cute pair of scissors. And then this thing, which was so funny, so many of us were like, what is this? That Lisa, who is Lady Huzzah, also on Flosstube, Lady Huzzah, she got up and she described to us that this is actually to cover your scissors. So you put it in and it keeps your scissors from being sharp or from stabbing things. Your sharp scissors from stabbing things. So that was awesome. And actually have used these already in one of my pieces. And then, oh, and also a couple more like pens, really pretty pens that I think she made too. So that's the leaf. And then my ducky is somewhere else. I think it's in the, I had it on display and I forgot to grab it. But it also, in every single one of our bags was a duck, like a rubber duck. That was all different styles. And on the bottom of our duck had a number. And then in the front table was, I don't even know how many, tons of more of these bags in different colors. And it had stuff in it. And then they had a little like bingo raffle thing. And every so often someone would go up and call a number. And if your ducky was that number, you got to go up and choose a free bag. So that was really fun, really cool. And a couple of people at my table there was funny, it was like tables seemed to have like been lucky, like multiple people at tables. And then they had a frog, like a stuffed animal frog, where if you had to frog something, you would go and get the frog from whoever was holding it. And they would randomly at times say like, okay, who has the frog? And whoever had it could go and get one of the bags. So it was really cool. It was a lot of fun. And then we got breakfast and we got lunch. And during lunch, she had a woman come from Colonial Williamsburg who does like story tours. The Untold Stories of Williamsburg. And it's kind of like things that you wouldn't get on the tour if you just went to Colonial Williamsburg. Random like fun stories. They were very interesting, some risque stories. But I actually didn't hear a lot of it because I took that time to come and let the dogs out and take care of the dogs because it was like an 8-hour thing. So I needed to come and let them out. So yeah, so I missed a lot of it. The stuff I heard was interesting. So that was fun. And then I'm trying to think of everything else. It was just a lot of stitching time and just time to just chill and relax and hang out with fun little things in between. So I'm really excited. She's doing one in June and one in October, I believe is what she said. So she hasn't released any like official information about it, but if you're interested, follow her Facebook page. She's very active on her Facebook page. And you can see pictures from when it was before, and she'll release like information about that then too. So if I have work, I was lucky enough that I happened to not be working that Saturday, so I was able to go. It was a really good price too for everything that we got. Like it was definitely worth the money. But yeah, the other thing too was afterwards she had a 2-hour. I didn't end up doing this because I live here, but she had a 2-hour open window and you could go and shop. Like it was only open for people who attended the retreat. And in our bags, we got a $10 coupon to use towards our purchase. So whatever the price was of the retreat, subtract $10 because you get to use it, towards stitching. I ended up doing that because it was kind of like with all the people that work from out of town and that was their only window. I was like, I can go anytime and you can use the coupon anytime. So I didn't want to take away from them going, but because 150 people in that shop would add up quick. So, but yeah, it was super fun. Hopefully I'll have that Saturday off in June whenever she decides to do it and I can go do that. But if not, we'll just wait for the next one. But yeah, other life stuff. David's still off in the world doing whatever he's doing with the military. We're able to chat a little bit and he's doing overall well. My parents are coming to visit next week, which is gonna be super fun. And then I have my best friend Maddie is coming this weekend for a day. She's doing she's a conference elsewhere, and she's coming to visit for the weekend. So yeah, I got a lot of good visits coming. I have a wedding coming up in April that I'm matron of honor for, that I'm, you know, getting ready for, and a lot of fun things coming up. Yeah, I'm very glad that this weather is turning warm again, because this winter was rough. This was a rough winter, between work, cold, dark, David leaving. It's been a rough winter. So I'm really excited to finally get warmer and move on with the year. Time is going by ridiculously quickly. Like, I cannot believe it's already in the middle of March. We're almost halfway through his time. So it's crazy. It's a crazy time. So yeah, Formula One's back. Finally, so my sports are back. the spring is here. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I had a lot of like extras to talk about. Next time, hopefully I'll have more stitching for you. But yeah, if you have any questions or comments, if you have something that I have not responded to that's not the really good day conversion, please reach back out. I try to keep track of the email and comments and everything, and sometimes it just slips by, and I'm so sorry. So if you're waiting on something from me or a response from me, please reach out and remind me, because I need the reminders right now. But yes, and thank you so much for all of your support and your love, and I hope you have a wonderful month. I won't see you exactly in a month because of the wedding, but hopefully I'll see you shortly after that. But it's been lovely. Happy stitching, friends. Bye.